Hello, everyone. Waiting for a few more people to get here. Looks like we have just a couple right now. Just looking for someone. Verify you can hear me. Got 7 on right now, I believe. Now 10. Hey, Greg. Hey, Mark. Hey, Eric. Appreciate that. Michael Biggs. Garrett, how you doing? Steven. Give it just another minute. So I hope you guys are looking forward to tomorrow. We're getting close to the BASS. So I'll go ahead and start just with some of the basics. So tomorrow you can launch your boat at 6 a.m. and lines in is 6:15. That's first light. So you'll actually be launching in the dark at 6 a.m. Lines in at 6:15. That's first light. So be sure if you are launching at 6 o'clock before the sun comes up, lights, PFDs, all the normal stuff. But make sure you can be seen. I'm only aware personally of one bass tournament at Jordan tomorrow. It's launching out of Pose Ridge. It's going to be very small. I'm sure there are others that I don't know. But the one that I do know about is going to be anywhere from 12 to 14 boats going out of Pose Ridge. And appreciate that, Justin Finger. Yeah, they're I got them on in the other room on the preseason game. So I just figured I'd rock the Panther stuff for that. Hey, Dave Hart, are you? I knew you had talked about maybe going to the preseason game, but we see you here, so I guess you didn't go. But anyway, we launch at 6, lines in at 6:15, lines out at 2:30. Upload cutoff at 3, and we will have the weigh in at 3:30 at the Farrington Point boat ramp on the. I called it the electric side, but when you go into Farrington, your first left is a non-motorized. So electric boats, paddle boats, that kind of thing. And over to the right is power boats. So we will have the weigh in there. We've had it there before. The wild card is in play for tomorrow. So be sure that you wait, boat repellent. Be sure if you catch something other than a bass, you take a photo of it on your board. So bowfin, carp, catfish, whatever it is, crappie, take a picture of it on the board, bring it to the weigh-in. There's no need to submit it through the app, and show it to either myself or Mark Carmody. And do that as early as possible at the weigh-in. And then the wild card prize will be available. And I know Mark posted the wild card prize on the page, on the group, but I can't remember. I'm looking now to see what it was. Mark, you can post it up down there if in the comments if you can do it before I can find it. I thought maybe he was going to give away that boat he found out in the woods. Okay, yeah, it was a box of hard lures. So nice box of lures to whoever catches the best non bass species. Also, we have we have a fishing rod to give away tomorrow as a door prize, and we also have some National Guard stuff to give away tomorrow. So water bottles, T-shirts, things like that from the National Guard. So we'll have that at the weigh-in. As always, any public place that you can launch is legal as long as everybody else can get there. It can't be something private. So as long as it's a boat ramp, if it's a roadside, a bridge side, launch from game lands, As long as everyone else has the same opportunity to launch there, it's legal. There are areas that are off limits, and those would be like the area diagonal across from Farrington Boat Ramp. It's a body of water there. It is not connected to the main lake in a way that you can get a boat through there. So that area is not legal. The Weaver Creek, or what some people call Baby Jordan, which is on the other side of the road from Ebenezer, is not legal. So make sure you're not fishing in those waters. 5 fish limit as always, 10-inch minimum on your fish. Like I said, be sure if you're launching before light, have lights, have your boat lit so that others can see you. Wear your PFD all the time unless you're changing clothes for some reason. Want to thank our sponsors. Definitely want to thank Carolina Bass Co. for the AOI points race and their sponsorship of that. Want to thank Carolina Paddle Sport Outfitters for sponsoring the trail as a whole. And we will have door prizes tomorrow, as always, from Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to name them all. Crappy Canoe. I'm doing this off the top. So Gray Goat Lures, a pack of spinner baits. Pincushion Tattoo Studio, going to have a gift card like we always do. So look forward to being able to hand those out. Hopefully we have a good turnout at the weigh-in. So everybody gets a chance at those. And, it'll play out tonight how many people actually register. We tend to get a lot of registrations at the last minute between now and midnight. So I do expect the numbers to go up some from what they are. I'm just looking to see, is there anything I've forgotten? I don't think there is. Make sure you've got a hog trough or a catch board. Most of you guys that know that. But if there's anybody new fishing with us, make sure it's a hog trough or a catch board. No other boards are legal with us. Next year, we probably will be catch board only. So just everyone prepare for that. Everyone that's in the AOI race that's looking forward to the BASS, if you're thinking you're going to compete in that BASS, you have to be a member of BASS, of the main organization. So I'll need your registration number for that. And then you also, if you qualify, you have to join the North Carolina BASS, and then you have to pay your entry fees for the tournament. So we'll have a lot more information on that between now and the BASS. Once the points play out here, plan to start hitting people up. Are you going to fish the BASS, and what are your registration numbers if you have them? So please be prepared for that. If you're not going to fish the BASS and you are in our top 25, I need to know that. I'll need to know that very quickly. So if you already know you're currently standing in the top 25 and you do not plan to fish the BASS, go ahead and let me know that. Facebook message the page, however you want to let me know, text me. But we'll have to make provisions for the roll downs. We're not going to have much time between the next tournament and the BASS. So our next tournament is on September 10th at Falls Lake. The BASS is at High Rock the very next week. So just be thinking ahead. If you're already in the top 25, I'd definitely say if you're in the top 15, I don't know that you're going to get knocked all the way down out of the top 25. You need to go ahead and start preparing. If you're in the top 25, I'd go ahead and start thinking about it. So that'll just help us out. It'll help you out as part of the BASS. It'll definitely help Vinny out as the admin and the director for the BASS tournament. And as Will Lambert said, if you're down around the New Hope ramp area, what they call the S-turns that connect those two parts of the lake, cell signal there is not good. So if you're fishing there, you do need to be prepared to leave there and get to someplace with cell signal prior to 3 o'clock. If you're unable to upload prior to 3, you need to contact me via text or message to let me know that you're having upload issues. But we know that 3 o'clock is the cutoff, and if you're having cell phone issues prior to 2:30, you just need to make plans. Don't fish all the way to 2:30 and then not have time to get the cell signal. With that said, Garrett says service is bad at Robeson Creek area as well. So just be prepared for that. And you may or may not see a white pickup near New Hope, which I'm assuming is a reference to our North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission guys. So always make sure you have valid fishing license. You have you're required to have a whistle, and you're required to have your PFD on a kayak. So make sure you always are legal, and you don't want to walk away from there with a ticket. You don't want your kayak confiscated or your vehicle. So with that, I'm going to sign off. So there was a white Toyota near New Hope, possibly. That's interesting. That's interesting because we saw that white Toyota at McIntosh Guilford. I'm starting to sense a pattern. Day before tournaments, it sounds like. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. You guys know, basically, at this point in the season, unless you're brand new, everybody knows everything that's going on. And look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Once again, just to let you guys know, I am not fishing tomorrow. However, I will be launching from Farrington Point. I have a 16-foot metal John boat with a motor, and I am going to launch at Farrington Point tomorrow morning. I'm going to have my camera equipment with me, and I'm going to run around and try to catch some action photos of you guys out on the water. I do not know if I'll be there right at 6 a.m. to blast off, but I will be there. If not at 6, I'll be there shortly after. And like I said, I want to get some action photos of guys on the water, things to post on the page, that kind of thing. So look forward to doing some of that tomorrow, and may or may not beach it here or there and walk into the woods and look for deer tracks or something like that. So just if guys don't know, I injured my back over the summer, just to get personal for a second. Injured my back over the summer, and oh wow, the for some reason I've got the dates wrong. Thanks for bringing that up, Greg. Got the dates wrong somehow on the release of the on the identifier, so I will change that when we get off. But let me go ahead and tell you what the identifier is. The identifier is DD22. And I'm going to, as soon as I get done with this meeting, I'll release it so that it sends out the. Am I looking at the wrong? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the September. I'd gone over to the September 10th tournament to talk about it. So you're right, Brian Ward. The identifier is. Has been released by Fishing Chaos, and it is 22MU. 22MU. So I apologize for my misspeak there. I was looking at the wrong tournament. But anyway, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I look forward to getting some good photos of some good fish. Hopefully I can catch some of you guys with some rods bent in the photos. So everybody be safe tomorrow. Everybody be safe getting there in the morning in the dark. Everybody be safe launching. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the water and at the weigh-in if you can make it. And with that, thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.